Alan, welcome back to Ewood Park. It's always an absolute pleasure to have you join us here. What is it like being back and being stood next to your old friend there, the Premier League trophy?
I never get tired of coming back here. I had 4 unbelievable years here. Me and my family absolutely loved it. We knew how much this football meant to this area, and to win this trophy after 3 years of me being here was the reason why I signed for Blackburn back in 1992 when the Premier League first started. That was our dream, and the dream turned into a reality, and it plays a huge part in this football club, obviously, for little old Blackburn to come into the Premier League and take the might of Liverpool and Man United on and beat them to it and to win this trophy will live with me forever.
Can you believe it's been 30 years
No,
since?
I can't, no. I had a lot more hair back then, but yeah, there were great days, great times. We just had this incredible team spirit that Kenny gave us in that dressing room, and when we managed to get over the line at that year in '95, it was something that was very, very special.
How is it looking back on the memories from that season? You're on social media, you must see all the goals.
Yeah, I do. It's great. I mean, I'll never ever forget it. It was a nervy time. I mean, we perhaps should have won it the year before because we were in such a great position. But I always remember when I went into talks with Kenny and Ray Harford and Jack Walker and Robert Cole, that was their dream. That's what they sold to me, that they wanted to win the Premier League. And with Jack's wealth and with Kenny's knowledge, I knew that we'd give it a right good go, and for us to do it after 3 years was something very, very special.
Were you convinced from day one then when you signed that it was going to happen?
That's why I signed. It's one of the reasons. I knew that with Kenny's experience and know-how and everything else, and when you put all that together, and with Jack Walker's determination for his football club, that he was gonna take Blackburn to the very top, and he told me that. And when he spoke, you listened, you know, and he meant it, and yeah, that's why I signed.
What was the relationship you had with Jack like? He's such an unbelievable figure in the history of this football club, but what was your personal relationship like?
Well, you hear so many stories about so many owners interfering. Jack came into our dressing room, but he never ever interfered. He was in the dressing room before the games and after the games and shaking everyone's hand and wishing everyone luck, and he had such a great relationship. And some managers might not like the owners in the dressing room before the game, but Kenny sort of embraced that and invited him in and wanted him to come in, because I think that sort of helped the lads and show the lads how much he wanted it as well, because he was part of our team. And we would never have come to Blackburn, or I would never have come to Blackburn had it not been for Jack Walker. So we wanted him in there, and he played a huge part in it.
That team, Kenny, Ray, Tony as well, the players, how special a group was it?
Yeah, it was so tight, you know. It was we might not have been the team with the most skill, but I tell you what, we were the team with the most attitude and togetherness and team spirit and all of those things that you need to be successful. As you said, with Kenny and Ray and Tony and all the guys, there was such a it was great to be a part of, and it was 4 magical years for me.
How close is sort of the bond between you and the rest of the teammates that you had that season and the years before?
Well, we wouldn't have got through. We wouldn't have won the title had it not been for our team spirit. I know we were pushed all the way, and we needed a little help off West Ham on that final day of the season, but we deserved it, and it had been a long time coming, 3 years. That's what we worked to, and we eventually got there.
Is it kind of when the anniversaries come around that the WhatsApp messages start popping up a little bit more regularly?
Yeah, but I never ever get fed up with that. You know, they're memories that no one can ever take from you. And I remember that day that we lifted the trophy at Anfield, and the day we brought the trophy back here to Ewood Park, and those days will never ever leave me.
You had a great relationship with the supporters. Every time you're at Ewood, your name is still sung now. Does that still hold a sort of special place in your heart?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, it has to. I mean, I was fortunate enough to be paid to play football, you know, and to have 4 great years here at Blackburn and 10 years at Newcastle, and I was one hell of a lucky boy.